Coming to you live Soul Food Studios from the basement of Sherman, Phoenix.
Excellence. I am excellently black with intelligence. I am heaven sent. You are now tuned in to the Slick Talk with Scales podcast.
That's the type of time we on, man. You know what the fuck we on today, man. Let me turn my motherfucking volume off. Yeah, we here now. Slick Talk with Scales, man. This is episode 8. We in the building. Got Don with me. Please, can y'all share this for me. Share on my Facebook, people. Please share for me. Every episode I'm gonna try to put y'all on to some new music, man. That was Stove God Cooks right there.
Stove God.
Rolls Royce brake lights. The whole project is dope. It's called Reasonable Drought. That's what got my interest. He snapped with the title. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, Reasonable Doubt's one of my favorite albums of all time. So let me see what this little nigga's on. And he's on that. You know what I'm saying? The album is dope, so if you get a chance, go ahead and check it out. Appreciate y'all sharing it. I see my notifications in the corner. Shout out Get It Boy checking in, man. If you got a business or event or product or anything you'd like to have promoted on Slick Talk with Skills, where we're advertising to about 2,000 to 3,000 people per episode. Please holler at us ASAP to get those slots for sponsorships, man, and help grow this business and help grow your business. Here with me today, my usual. Oh yeah, man, you know we always got that nice work walking through the Sherman Phoenix.
If you've never been in the So Greedy studio,
it's a beautiful view.
It is a beautiful view, all the time.
All the time. All kind of vibes walking past here, man.
Vibes.
I must have missed something.
Yeah,
you
vibes.
missed
I was looking
Pure
down.
vibes.
Pure vibes. But
Can't sleep around here.
no, you can't. You can't. But I got Don sitting with me today.
You know how we do.
I got Can with me,
What up, though?
and we're gonna get right into it. Today's episode is 808 in Entanglements. And I guess we'll do the first guy. We'll get the first guy out the way. Sunday, Kanye West held I don't know what that was, but I guess it was supposed to be like a campaign rally or something in South Carolina.
That was a campaign rally.
That was a campaign rally. That's what it was. That's what that was.
His first campaign rally.
Look like he's at a skating rink.
And his last campaign rally, hopefully.
Yeah, you said it was the last one.
Hopefully.
And Kanye said some crazy things.
Popo Kanye.
He did the entire event with no microphone.
Popo Kanye.
Cupped his mouth, puts his hands up like
Yeah, they did like this. Dog, he rolled up some paper and shit, man.
Y'all don't even know what's going on.
He not even that yay no more. I would appreciate that yay that said fam all the time and walked around with the Hennessy and shit. He was alright with me. This nigga we got right now, I don't know who this guy is, bro.
You know who that nigga is.
I don't know, I don't know who this guy is. This is a nigga off his meds.
That nigga nuts.
That's what it looks like to me.
Suburban yay.
He batshit crazy.
It's suburban yay.
Suburban
He
yay.
batshit crazy.
This Wyoming yay.
Yo, Wyoming yay is nuts.
They ain't nuts, bro.
That nigga's gone, man. Like, yo, how do you go on Twitter and go off on your wife and her wife family and shit?
And you refer to her as Norse mother.
Yeah, your Norse mother?
Like Norse mother, like she's not, like y'all not married. Like that's your baby mama.
Like,
How does this? What's
like,
going on?
Like, bro said the story of Get Out was based on him.
Yeah. So that's where I'm trying to get to the point of insanity. You know what I mean? It's a fine line between insanity and insanity. And genius.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So in there, it's some bullshit in there.
Yeah.
But it's also something in there that's thrown off. Because before you got here, and I was speaking to Cam before the show, what's thrown off to me is that his thought pattern don't look the same as it used to 6 years ago.
Yeah.
When he's making a statement, he doesn't even make complete statements anymore. When he made the Harriet Tubman statement, he paused afterwards. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying? The old Kanye West didn't talk like that.
Right.
Even if it was a ridiculous statement he was making, he was going to finish it. George Bush doesn't like black people. He finished that. That was a complete closed thought.
Yeah.
Now he's just saying blurts. Now everything is like a tweet or a blurt now. Like
Him and Trump speak the same way.
yeah, but it's like with him, it's like a chemical imbalance.
Twitter speak.
Yeah, Trump always talked like that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you go back and watch his old videos and shit, even on the Apprentice, he talked like that and paraphrases and shit. This nigga right here, he didn't always talk like that. I just watched the documentary about the making of Jesus Walks. You know what I'm saying? And it's old Kanye footage on there. He just his thought process, like, and when people, so I posted a video where the brothers from the Nation of Islam feel like he's been through shock therapy, like the brother in Get Out was going through.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why they believe that. That's their theory. Well, they believe that's what's wrong with Kanye West right now, is that they snatched Kanye, tried to whitewash him or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he came out of there like this, what we're dealing with now. You see what I'm saying?
Man, listen. That's one theory. The other theory is that motherfucker fucked up because he sacrificed his mama.
I mean, that's another theory too.
I mean, he made a Billy this year, didn't he?
He made a Billy this year.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
If you believe, if you believe in that, like,
I mean, he followed the blueprint to the T. If you believe,
Yeah.
his wife,
Yeah.
from the woman he chose to be his wife, and all that type of shit. So yeah, he followed it to a T.
Yeah.
If you believe in that, You know what I'm saying?
I'm afraid to believe in it because we talked about it and I'm in trouble. I don't want to talk about it.
Man, listen, they ain't paying no attention to that. Till we Joe Rogan status, that's when they pay attention.
Yeah,
Like,
till
hey, watch
they
your mouth.
invest $1 million over
Right.
here.
Watch your mouth.
Or I get a TV show on Viacom or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they did Nick.
The thing about Kanye, like we was Scales and I were talking about, Kanye is brilliant and his thoughts are brilliant.
Facts.
And they're not coming out complete, whereas Donald Trump's thoughts are dumb as fuck. And they come out completely dumb. You know what I mean? Like Kanye stopped and you kinda like I understood. I didn't agree, but I understood the component that he brought up a few years back with the Confederate flag symbolism when he was putting on clothing, people thinking he was going crazy. I was like, he got a point. Like, if you can take a
It's
symbol,
like the word nigger. We can take control of whatever.
right? We can control whatever we want to control. We control the narrative, and he control. If we control the narrative of something that's racist and not make it racist no more, you can do that. I believe that. Like same thing. I understood what he meant about the slavery statement and the Harry Tubman. The
slavery
the choice. I understood where he's coming from. I didn't agree with it, but it was a thought process.
I've said that before, but I've said it in a different way. We should have fought and died for our freedom a long time ago, and that was the crux of saying that slavery was a choice, because we chose to remain.
But when he said it, people said he was crazy.
Yeah.
He made sense if his thought would have been more complete. Like if he had time to actually.
The thing about even like the Harriet Tubman statement, like you said, there was some truth in that statement. Mm-hmm. And you can just do that by the math or the numbers. There were black businesses in 1840, but there weren't enough to be hiring every free Negro. You gotta remember, there were 1 million slaves at one point in time in this country. We outnumbered the people who owned us.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying? And this lady freed about 1/3 of that. Right? And so if she freed about 1/3 of those and they come to the north looking for work, there's not 1/3 of black businesses like today that can hire those many people and you just go work for a black business owner. In 1840 we talking about here, y'all. Even if it was a free black man in the north, he only had so much power.
And some of the safe havens that we went to were white.
We're white.
They were white.
Without abolitionists, we don't become free.
Yep.
If there weren't white people hiding us in their basements and shit,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't be free right now.
Niggas didn't have no basements. We didn't have no places.
We didn't even have no places.
We didn't have no place to hide niggas.
Like, that's just a numbers thing that Kanye's statement might have been the way he said it might have been off, but in reality, Harriet Tubman took slaves to other white people for them to work for them. Like, okay, so you were working for free, and I was, in the South, you were working for free, I was raping you, breaking up your families. And in the North, I'm paying you a minimum wage and you can get married. You still don't got the right to vote or none of that other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but you're free.
But you're free. Somewhat.
Yeah.
To an extent. Are we really free?
Yeah, we never really.
We talk about that all the time. Right. Are we really free? No, we're not. So, damn, is Kanye really wrong? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's just his delivery and the way he's saying shit, and that's why I say psychologically it has to be something wrong.
And you can't say that at your first presidential rally. You're running for president. Like, everything you say has to be metered and.
Well, that's the thing. We're living in the era where niggas don't have speech writers.
Right.
Bro, back in the day, I was the president of Top Teams of America, bro. The
right.
Milwaukee and Midwest chapters.
Word.
And I had, when it was time for me to write a speech, they wrote my speeches. And I'm an intelligent, articulate nigga, and they were still writing my shit to make sure I didn't say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I had input on it. Kind of like we were saying about Cardi B. Yeah. But if I had to give writer credit, I would have to give it to them. It wasn't me.
Right.
And I won every election because they wrote me the best speech. See what I'm saying? I'm sure every chapter was probably doing that for their team. The ladies who was running their chapter probably was like, okay, come here, boy, we're going to write your speech, or girl, for you to get up there. But my ladies were writing, you know what I mean? The AKAs who were writing my speeches happened to be high school principals and shit like that. So my speech was better than everybody else's.
Obama had a speech.
Come on, man. Yeah. Trump's the first president we've ever dealt with that didn't have a speech writer.
Like who's
he be up there freestyle.
Shaking his head.
Ain't it Elon Musk?
He's his campaign manager?
Oh no, he's just he's this head of finances.
Yeah, there's no fucking way he's his campaign manager, because he's not. Elon Musk ain't letting you go out there and say no stupid ass shit like that.
But what's up with them now? Like, what's up with Kanye right now? Like, in his state of mind right now?
And they just lock that nigga up.
I don't know. Like I said, I think Kanye, his mental health, man, is not right. And it's clear to me from somebody who's followed Ye, like we were speaking off air, I followed Ye because of the production. Like, Ye musicianship to me is top tier, like, period. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just watched the documentary about the making of Jesus Walks and where they got that sample from and all that, bro. That comes from a recovering addict wrote that. Okay, like the 12-step program we got here, right? So the 12-step program in Milwaukee had a choir, and they recorded a song called Jesus Walks. And then me and you found the record, sampled it, and put them on the song and gave them credit. Them ladies said they got a Grammy and everything at their damn house. I watched the whole documentary on this. This recovering addict wrote that because he said he was somewhere and it just came to him. The Jesus Walks shit just came to him and then boom, boom, boom. Said he wanted it to sound like they was marching.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Then he said he had a strong lead. He made her do the lead on there, and then he had the backups do the Jesus Walks.
So those aren't samples. Those are
No, those are the real
Yeah.
people, bro. It's a choir called the ARC. It's the Recovering Addicts Choir of Chicago. That's where Ye and them got that from, bro.
Didn't know that. That's all on his first album.
That's all on his first album.
He was ahead of his time.
Way ahead of his time, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like,
that.
who's putting that kind of thought into making, get what I'm saying? Finding that sample to go with what he got from Rhymefest.
And that's the single that he was trying to push.
Yeah.
The nigga put the line in there,
That's
radio
the
stations ain't gonna play this.
Right.
He put that line in there to force radio stations to play it. Ebro said his program director at Hot 97 felt like Kanye was calling him out. For real. He said when we went in the production meeting, the program director was like, we're playing this, because he said we won't.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
I'll play reverse psychology on
Play reverse psychology. And then like we tripped about him having church and doing all that, and when you look at it, the single that blew him up was a church record.
Yep.
So 20 years later in his career, for him to be doing church right now is really not that weird. As we keep trying to be like, what is Ye doing? This gospel shit. Like, come on, bro. His biggest single was a gospel song, pretty much.
I don't think anything.
No,
he has
I
done
think the
is-
album had to be trash. I think the album.
Yeah, I think the album's gonna be trash. Musically, he's not in the same place, because that's what I'm saying. Because he's not thinking the same. You see what I'm saying? Musically, he was thinking differently back then. Now he thinking in a space where he will make a record with Lil Pump. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You such a fucking hoe. I love it. Like, come on, Ye. Ye? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the nigga who did Jesus Walks made that song.
Ye has always been conflicted though. Like, even if you listen to him on his first album, there's a conflict in his soul.
Ingenious is the contradiction. There is no genius without you being a contradictive character. That takes away from your genius. You get what I'm saying? You have to be. Tupac was contradictory.
I can see that.
Tupac was he contradicted himself all the
I
time.
don't know if I'll call Tupac a genius.
Oh, he's absolutely a genius.
What was Kanye's last fire project? Like that was like universally like that's
To me, My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My Dark Twisted Fantasy was probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't feeling Cruel Summer?
No.
That came after.
I think that was
Yeah, that was after the 2 Chainz and them. Absolutely, I fucked with that album.
Yeah, that's what clicked.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Monster was on it. Monster was on.
No, Monster was on My Dark Twisted
Dark Twisted
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Mercy, Lamborghini
Mercy,
Mercy.
yeah.
That was on Cruel
Okay,
Summer.
yeah.
Big records on Cruel Summer.
Yeah, I think people slip on Cruel Summer.
Yeah.
You forget about
I
it.
think the singles were so big
Yeah.
that they swamped out the project.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So it's been about almost 10 years.
yeah. Because Life of Pablo, I couldn't get into that.
Yeah.
I tried, but I couldn't.
I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to some of that stuff because honestly, I went back and listened to 808 Heartbreaks, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as it was when it first came out.
808's and Heartbreaks is dope.
Yeah, yeah. When I heard it the first time, I was what the
You know,
hell?
808's and Heartbreaks is fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why this episode is titled 808's and Entanglements.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, see
The
that?
cat.
Yeah.
Segue.
Entanglements.
Yeah, speaking of entanglements,
Yeah, August, get your shit off, boy.
August Alsina, Sunday or Saturday, dropped a record called Entanglements,
Yeah.
featuring Rick Ross. You know?
Get your shit off, August. Tell the world how you fuck that nigga right.
Slick Talk with Skills. Please share. Yeah, Facebook. Shout out to all my Spotify listeners out there. So that's a little clip of Dude's song. People like it. I think a lot of ladies liked it. You know, on my timeline, the energy that I got from it, they liked it. A lot of my fellas, we ain't fucking with it because we riding with Will. But, you know, a lot of ladies liked it. You know what I'm saying? It had me looking at my man Rick Ross funny. You know,
Immediately. What did dog call him?
Yeah, like why would you even involve yourself in that? But I mean, you know, people make decisions. Niggas is cloud chasing right now. Niggas can't tour and do shows.
Yeah.
They're doing anything for streams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If Hollywood was real life, then he'd be bogus. But Hollywood is not real life. Their job is to take anything that happens to them and turn it into publicity for themselves. The man is doing his job the way he's supposed to. Oh, I'm trending. Oh, niggas talking about entanglements. Oh, I'm gonna make a song called Entanglements. He's doing his job. I applaud that man for doing his job. Get your shit off, August.
Is it getting his shit off?
Yeah, he getting his shit off.
Is he gonna be on radio?
Not with that song.
He's not.
I mean, but it's gonna get attention to his album, which is the most important part.
The song's not on the album.
It doesn't matter.
I don't dislike the song.
I don't dislike the song either.
I
I feel
know.
like he got his shit off.
I do.
I mean, I'm talking about the song,
No, I'm
not
saying-
the title and all that stuff. It's like the
Oh,
song.
you saying like the sound of it, the sonics of it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's alright.
Yeah, the song is alright.
It's alright.
And Rick Ross got his shit off.
It ain't nothing to jump out the window about or nothing, but it's alright.
I can't believe Rick Ross went this with his eyes wide open. I cannot believe he came in here with his eyes wide open, like, yeah, I'm right to this song.
I think it was like I said, niggas is reaching right now. They can't tour. Think about it, you can't
Yeah.
tour. So you doing anything right now to get some streams.
That's their job.
So I agree with Don on that. I think if Rick Ross was touring and him and Meek had shit going on, I mean him and his label and the people he around had other shit going on, he probably wouldn't have entertained this. But he's not really doing anything right now, so.
I mean, look how many people jumped on it. Look how many celebrities jumped on this story in particular. Like, look at, like, 50 Cent dropped a little fake memes and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a moment in time where they can't really go out and work.
Yeah, I mean somebody else said Will and Jada made money off of it. Why all this came?
Facts.
You know.
Like, they did what they were supposed to do. They went and got on the red table. 13 minutes, what she have? 4 million views? And if I'm August, suck my dick. I'm gonna get paid off this shit too.
I mean, he put it. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out business wise. You know, y'all keep saying this. I just want to see. I want to see this clout chase turn into some real numbers for the guy. If it doesn't, then what?
I mean, it ain't because he didn't try.
I mean,
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
yeah, I give you that. But
Take your
still.
shot when it's time to shoot.
Yeah, the lyrics are suspect too. All he's literally just talking about the whole entanglement for real. Like that's it's the lyrics of it is suspect.
Listen,
It's suspect.
you can't do that in the streets. You could do that in Hollywood.
You can do it on
Everything is fair game in
You can do it on
Hollywood.
Facebook and Twitter and everything now.
yeah, you can do it anywhere you want to.
Yeah, but you bogus if you're doing it that way. In Hollywood, you not bogus. It's fair game.
No, it's actually turned into where it's not bogus no more. It's just
No, it's a way of life
like the
now.
norm now. That's what's
That's a sad part,
That's
a
the
sad
best
reality
part.
of life of life in general right now. But in Hollywood, this has always been the move.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm almost with what he's saying. Like, it ain't just Hollywood no more. I know regular people who do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but they
It's
bogus.
motherfuckers who do this for likes and shit on Instagram
Yeah.
and Facebook.
They
So
bogus.
that ain't.
They're
this
not
is-
famous. They're not getting paid
To
to
me,
be famous.
he fed into a messy type of narrative, you know what I mean, lifestyle and shit that we are in right now. Like he fell right into the, you know. So to me, that's what he's playing more towards to me than anything.
How you feel about Rick? Is that what you talking about?
I'm still talking about August.
I'm talking about like if Rick is your guy, like Rick Ross is your guy, like fam, you still looking at Rick Ross the same after this, or you just looking at him like, hey, you did what you had to do, get your bag?
Sucker shit. I'm with
I
Marlon.
don't know, man. Like,
I mean, suckers
It's
do sucker
business,
shit.
man. It's business. At the end of the day, that shit is business. That's their job.
Suckers do sucker shit, man.
That's their job.
10
man.
years from now, I will look back on this and like, I want to fuck.
If you condone sucker shit, you are a sucker too.
Oh, here we go.
I live by those rules. Those are rules I live by.
Okay, so it was cool though. It was cool 20 years ago when Tupac and Biggie
It
was
wasn't
beefing.
cool.
But Tupac would say, "I
It
fucked
wasn't
your
cool.
bitch."
That was
wasn't
terrible,
cool.
dude.
You already know that's where I broke up with Tupac.
That was
at.
terrible, dude.
That's where me and him broke up.
All right. I mean, if you gonna be consistent, be consistent.
You know I'm consistent. Bro, I'm not consistent with
No, I'm
that.
saying-
You know that's where me and him split. When he became a hater, that's when I was like, you know what? I can't do none of that shit. Even though I never believed Puff and Big had nothing to do with him being shot,
Right.
I still listened to his side of the story. Once he got on that Faith Evans shit, I was done with him, dog. Completely finished. He got out of jail hating on Biggie and Puff, all that. I still let him get away with that.
Yeah.
Because I was a fan of his. Once he started fucking with that man's wife and his household and shit, that's when I was done with him. Like, now you're doing entirely too much, my G. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're not tough either.
Yeah.
And you on here talking tough, and you're not tough at all.
Right.
Like, cut it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so
Nah, he,
that's where he kind of blew me at. So no, it wasn't cool 20 years ago when he did that.
People touted that as
But-
a diss record, like a top diss record.
A top diss record.
Nah, man. It wasn't even
but that's
great.
why. But that's why I brought it up is because so many people
A lot of
look at
people
that
do.
record.
He took advantage of the moment.
Right.
Exactly the same thing August
Exactly.
is doing right now.
Exactly.
It was a clout chase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We weren't calling it a clout chase 20 years ago, but it was a clout chase.
Yeah.
Tupac was the king of chasing the clout, though.
Yeah.
He knew how to get the headlines in Vibe magazine. You know what I mean? He knew how to get the headlines on MTV News. He was the king of that.
He was-
And if he was around in this social media era, he'd be
Oh, yeah.
what? Unless he might have grown up
He'd be
by now.
finished.
But I'm saying if we'd had
He'd be
social media back then,
Common
Jesus.
denominator of sucker shit is Jada Pinkett. Tupac and August.
Yeah.
Sucker shit.
That pussy
Yeah.
make niggas act like suckers. Will too. Yeah,
Wow.
look at Will. Will included.
The sucker trio.
Yeah.
Fucking trio.
Jada and her suckers. You feel me?
Wow.
My name is Jada Pinkett, and these are my suckers.
Man, Hollywood is a different place, man. And a good publicist will tell you if you're not capitalizing on every bit of controversy that happens around you, then you're not doing your job, and you won't stay there.
Oh no, I mean controversy sells. Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Look at wrestling.
You know
what
how I
I'm saying?
feel
Look at-
about Vince
look at
McMahon.
wrestling.
He's go.
He's the spin master.
Yeah.
Controversy sells. I mean, even if you look at our country, right now, everything that's going on, people are the scare factor and shock factor of what's going on is making people buy up all the toilet paper, buy up all the hand sanitizer, buy all the masks.
Yeah.
Shit, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still can't buy no toilet paper.
No,
To this day.
to this day, it's still fucked up out here.
We order cases.
You know what I mean?
I'm not running out of toilet paper.
But see, that's why you can't get none, because people are ordering cases of toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous.
No, but we didn't do that until
But you're
after
not
we
the
couldn't
only
get it.
family
You
doing
know what I'm
it.
saying?
You got to
Yeah.
think about how many households is doing that. I'm not just knocking y'all. I'm
Right.
just saying that's what happened. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what happened. They put this shit out here in March, and since March you haven't been. I work at a school, bro. We were barely able to get hand sanitizer so we could start opening our summer program.
Yeah.
That was the last thing we needed, and our supervisors ran around the city forever trying to find hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
It's July. This shit happened in March. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like you said, like that, controversy sells, and you got to do your job. Like August did his job. And
So what does Will
August did
say?
his job.
Does Will have a diss record? Does Will
not.
reply?
Will not build
Him and
like that.
Jaden going in the booth?
Will not build like that.
Will and Jay, Will just rapped on Joyner Lucas' record and went spit
went crazy.
fire.
And
It's
went
one of the
crazy.
best verses of 2020.
And went crazy.
Top
but-
5 verses of
but
2020.
when you talk about like that addressing somebody or having a beef with somebody like on record, like Will not that. Like he barely said something about Eminem, and Eminem came to his neck.
Eminem's a different animal though.
Yeah.
Him and Eminem are cool. That's different.
Yeah.
Him and Augie ain't cool.
I'm not Augie cool. He Aug.
No, they
You
not
see how
cool.
he called him
No,
Aug?
when he would call him Aug, that was sunning him. That was letting his bitch know, like, yeah, you fucked the little boy, bitch. Aug, the little boy. And you got Big Willie style sitting across the table from you, ho. What's wrong with you? That's what that meant. You know what I'm saying? That's like your little boyfriend. Get what I'm saying? You know how you refer like, oh yeah, I sent your little boyfriend today. Oh. You know what I'm saying? He don't even deserve for me to call him by his name. That wasn't no man shit.
Like a girl be trying to dish up. I saw your little friend.
I saw your little friend. Yeah, that's what Will. That's what Will. If you gonna sit here and act like my man Will wasn't real catty in that interview, he was.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah,
Stop calling it that.
Yeah.
He was catty. He was being very catty. You know what I'm saying?
And I got faith in Will's
Gay dudes do that.
I got faith in Will's pen.
I got faith in Will Penn too.
I would hope that he would bring us back to hip hop somehow and bring.
I got faith in Will Penn too. He snapped on the Joyner Lucas right.
I got a little faith in it.
I just,
I got faith in this pen over August.
y'all missed the other statement.
What other statement? What happened?
I said gay dudes do that.
Gay dudes do what?
Get
Oh,
catty.
get catty?
Yeah.
Shit, regular niggas who feelings is hurt get catty. You ain't gotta be gay. If a bitch put you in your feelings, you can be catty.
You just turned gay all of a sudden.
Yeah. I mean, it comes out. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Any nigga sit here in front like it ain't never happened to him, you was a goddamn lie.
Yeah.
I seen you with your little friend.
Yeah,
With your
you know
little
what I'm saying?
friend.
It happens. It happens. Or I sent your guy today.
Oh, I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you back.
I was done with your
Oh,
ass.
yeah, exactly.
Right. I think I said the other day, I see your boy liking all your pics.
See? I was done with your ass. What that mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what that means.
I'm not even going on there and talking about shit with this bitch on TV. I'm just keeping it real. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying?
But she was trying to secure the bag.
But if I'm a little, no, I got the bag. What she made off of that, I could give her.
Right.
So the scales version of the table talk would have been her sitting there and you just sit back in your chairs watching her.
I wouldn't even been in attendance.
Oh.
I wouldn't even came. They could have put a prop or something to me up there. cut out cardboard cutout like at a funeral. And set that in the chair because I'm not coming. She got me fucked up. Bitch, I'm worth $500 million.
Wow.
How much you finna make off of this red table? What?
Nothing.
Mark Zuckerberg, how much you want? Here you go. Bitch, get up out the chair. Come on. Go home and cook or something. You got me fucked up.
That's gonna be the scene.
Yeah,
Come in.
go home and cook or something. Write a script. You know what I'm saying? You need a script or something?
Right.
They doing Girls Trip 3? What the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, call Tiffany and them and see if they need you in the movie again or something. You're not finna do this, though. To get no money? We got money. August need money. Clearly.
We know that was an image too. That was an image thing too.
See, that's what I'm saying. What
they
image?
gotta keep their
What
image.
image are they holding up when Black Twitter already know that y'all got an open marriage?
Man, listen.
Tisha Campbell,
I know
Lisa
the
Ray,
right
all
way.
these women have told us that y'all had an open marriage 20 years ago, bruh.
They also told her that Will was gay.
Yeah, but that's an open marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that we been knew that. So what image I'm trying to figure out what image they protected. You know, but as I said,
Like Tisha Campbell said, all they do is lie.
I follow Twitter. I watch my timeline on Facebook too. And when you watch the like thread of it, it's a lot of women who think that shit is okay,
Yeah.
or they think that Jada was up top, or them discussing their relationship like that was the mature thing to do and all of that. And they were impressed by that and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they do it.
That red table has been shitty since it started. Though.
To me, too.
It's been dirty.
Yeah.
Since grimy.
Mess.
Since the what was the last thing they came up with old girl and the black chick that was friends with the Kardashians?
Oh, Justin, the Woods girl, right? Yeah, with Tristan Thompson.
Right, Tristan Thompson. Yeah. There we go. I was like, why is they got her on there looking real stupid and she young and they put her up there.
Like Tamika said, maybe Jada and August plotted this whole thing.
They might have.
To get August some money.
Guess what? That's Hollywood.
And Will and Ellen too.
Yeah. Maybe.
Because how do you come out with a song a week later?
Hell no, Will should have knocked her ass under the red table. That's what somebody in the comments said. I mean, yeah, a week later, literally. I just had 2 episodes ago, my shit was called Human Entanglements. That was 2 episodes ago. So that was last week when the statement came out.
Yeah.
So he watched it, wrote a song, called Rick, got a track, recorded it, released it, and we got it right now.
Bam.
Man,
Yeah,
thanks
that
for
shit been out. I think he damn near told the bitch he had a song called
Yeah,
that, and she
exactly.
jumped and ran to the red table before the song could come out.
Exactly.
I don't believe he just cut that record.
I don't know.
but I don't believe that. Not that record. He hasn't had a record sound this good in a long time. Like y'all just said, the song sounds good, bro.
Hey, what does album sound like? Y'all saying like his album trash.
And a lot of people said the album was trash.
Well, I haven't heard it.
How about this? By the next episode, I have listened to the album.
You gonna listen
I'm
to
gonna
it?
listen to it. Yep.
See, now he got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen.
So
to
it worked.
It worked.
No, I'm just gonna listen to it.
I've
I don't like coming on the show.
I've
and
been
not knowing
saying
shit.
this. If this is a publicity stunt, guess what? It worked.
It's
Congratulations,
still
clap,
some sucker
clap,
shit.
bravo.
There's still some sucker shit.
Hey, it's
Hey, Will told y'all this isn't a publicity stunt. It's a brand new funk.
This ain't the same Will. Just like this ain't the same Kanye, that ain't the same Will. If Will was still hanging out with Jazzy Jeff every day, this shit wouldn't even happen. You feel me? We need that Will back. Straight up.
Philly Will.
Yeah, we need West Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
Before he got to Bel Air. We need that Will.
Right, this is the Bel Air.
Yeah, this the NBC Bel Air Will right here.
I tend to not think that he had already had the song done, because had he already had the song done, it would have been on the album. That's the best way to sell an album. You know what I mean? Like, you can't miss that opportunity to have it on your album if you got this plan on deck. Then you just wait to
But
release
if
your
I put
album
it,
to the next week.
if I put it on the album, okay. The only reason why I don't say that, because that goes against what you saying. You said he had a plan. So if you look at the plan, he did the interview with Angela Yee to promote his album.
Right.
He got the attention for his album by saying he fucked Jada Pinkett,
Yeah.
which made Jada have to respond with the Entanglement shit. And then he comes back with the Entanglement song. Entanglement wouldn't have made sense really to everybody if he'd have put it on the album. It had just been a song. See what I'm saying? What makes it social media gold and trend is that it came out of Jada's mouth.
Right.
Get what I'm saying? Because August already said, yeah, I entangled with the bitch on Angela Yee shit. I fucked her. Woo, woo, woo. Her getting on television with her husband and saying entanglement, and then Will being like, call it what it is. That's what makes it trending topic, social media gold.
Yeah.
So then a nigga like him, like, okay, I got the entanglement song. Here it go. If you go on Twitter, the word is trending.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like top 10 trending word in the world
It's
for the last week.
That song
It's like
was
the
already-
number one
That song
word.
was already made.
Song was already
That's how
made.
Rick Ross got on it.
Yeah.
Actually, Rick Ross didn't get on that song after all that shit. I would.
He rapping
I
about
know, Rick
Tupac
Ross-
in his verse.
You know what I'm saying?
Rick Ross was the first. He was the first person to go live on Instagram talking about it
Yeah.
after she did the red table.
Same. Yeah. Exactly.
It was done already.
You never know.
It was done already. It didn't make the cut of the album, and it was holding on to it.
Somebody said, good play, August.
Yeah.
He over there playing chess.
Yeah, he trying, it like Don is saying, when you're not on a label anymore and you're doing this shit independently pretty much, because Empire's just a distribution company, they're not a record label.
Right.
You have to come up with tricks unless you got records like Tyga. You get what I'm saying? Unless you got records like Tyga that just work on the radio and work in white and black clubs and strip clubs and everywhere you go in Vegas and all these places, then you have to come up with tricks to get attention to your project.
I wonder how many streams he got.
I'm wondering too. I told Don I was gonna check the numbers, but the numbers went out for Entanglements yet. You probably can look up his album.
Okay, we're looking for this.
I'm sure the streams is bananas.
He probably was like, if the album sales don't go well, I'm gonna drop this Jada's Entanglement confession, then I'm gonna drop this Entanglement single. Yeah,
Here we go.
yeah. That's what I think. You was able to find something?
No.
No?
I'm just looking at the comments. My fault.
It's been said their relationship is open. Why is this such a shock? Yeah, I mean, that's what I said the whole time too. I think the shock is that we're living in an era where it becomes conversation now.
The shock is,
It was taboo before,
Okay, so we've always said, and other people have always said they have a
but they never
relationship.
admitted to
They
it.
never admitted to it.
Yeah, so that's where the shock value comes in.
That's where That's where the shock is.
Yeah.
Like to us, it's not. It shouldn't be a shock to you because you should have believed that they had an open relationship once it was even talked about. But people didn't believe it, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
People are shocked.
Are shocked. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. We'll see what August sales look like. We'll see if Will Smith responds. If it was me, I would have wrote a diss record to just the two of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. Somebody give me Will email so I can send him my diss record.
Didn't he already? He already did it just the two of us.
Yeah,
So,
with his son.
with his son.
That's why I said we remix it, and then I diss August on it because he's my son. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm literally sonning you, nigga.
Wow. We pay.
Yeah, I do it like Lil Man too. Like, cause Jaden was a little boy in the video.
Yeah.
I reshoot the video and then put like August's face over Jaden's body, so then it'd be like me running around with my little son and shit.
Wow.
No,
That's
Tell you.
hey.
that's how you get it. That's how you get revenge. You hear me though?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
pay.
you hear me though?
No numbers on the
That-
streaming yet.
On August's album?
Well, no, on the I'm looking for Entanglement.
Yeah, ain't no numbers on that.
We're
Where did he?
worried about the album.
Did he? Was Entanglements on Apple Music? Because Apple Music usually charts right away.
It's on Apple Music and in Spotify, so that's where you can stream it.
Yeah,
Nah, they hold first week numbers.
they can't be though.
When did it drop? It dropped Saturday.
Yeah, they don't. Apple Music don't hold numbers. Their charts update right away. You can drop a single. Lil Baby went #1 in 24 hours.
So let's see that then. Let me hold on.
Yeah. So Apple Music, he should be. You will know if how a record is doing because Apple Music
If he charting,
time.
if he charting anywhere close to top 50, he won.
No, if he's on the charts, period, he winning.
Yeah.
I just told you he's on the independent pretty much, bro. Like, so he's winning. If he's charted at all, he won. You know what I'm saying? What the YouTube numbers looking like?
YouTube numbers are outstanding.
All right.
Outstanding. He winning.
I said now females are screaming they don't cheat.
They
was
already
entangled.
got a video.
That's fake.
Oh,
That's one of them spliced together videos niggas be making. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They take a bunch of clips,
Yeah.
old videos. People thought it was the real video though, but nah, August ain't that. August ain't up like that. You gotta relax. Relax a little bit on that. Entanglement. We got a new word. I wonder how many couples had arguments and people try to use that.
4.4 million views in 2 days.
The song
Oh, yeah,
on
on his
YouTube.
page.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Woo!
Get it.
He winning. The lyrics video
is at 4.4 million.
No, the lyrics video only at 400K.
Oh,
But
okay.
his video, on his page, on August Alsina page, he got 4.4 million views.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
In 2 days.
In 2 days. That is a lot of fucking views. Shit. Yikes. Okay.
Winning.
Yeah.
It's 106 on the Apple chart.
It's 106 on the Apple chart.
They charting though.
And Apple do 200.
Yeah.
Apple do top 200. Yeah. And he 106.
He on top 200. He
Yeah,
winning.
like I said, if he charted,
In 2 days.
Winning.
he
In 2
charted
days.
out Florida.
Yeah, he went up 2 days. Yeah.
I told you, Apple Music shit update right away.
Yeah,
Bro.
right.
Like they ain't like Billboard. They don't wait a week. What it do? Get right. Shout out Texas checking in. You are now tuned in to Slick Talk with Skills. This is episode 8, 808's and Entanglements. We were looking up August Alsina's numbers. He's doing well on YouTube and he's doing well on iTunes. So I guess it did work for him. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen.
Well, good for him.
Vince McMahon used to tell his wrestlers whenever they got into it on some personal shit, hey, use that shit to go make me some money. Go make me some money.
I fuck with it. On to other news. This same day, it was a lot of shit going on Sunday, I think. Sunday, Monday, between there.
Sunday.
Right? Sunday, fun day. The judge on Jeffrey Epstein's case, son was killed at her home.
You better get right, bitch.
So what do we make of this Epstein shit? Did anybody watch the documentary?
Yeah, absolutely.
You watched it?
Yeah.
I just happened to watch it last night.
And what do you think?
Shit is incredible.
Facts.
That's not incredible in like a positive sense. It's incredible that a motherfucker can do that and have that much power and control. It's the fact that the U.S. attorney can stop your conviction
Yeah.
and let you walk free, and not just yours. Anybody
On your case.
affiliated and unknown and unnamed, named and unnamed.
When he was,
Affiliated.
so then when he was locked up and he committed this fake suicide or whatever they said,
Yeah.
what was he locked up for then?
I think all this stuff. I think
No, he caught the charge.
he got the charge.
Oh, he caught the
Yeah,
charge.
they finally caught the charge.
Okay.
After watching this, that nigga ain't dead. I don't think he
I
dead.
I know he didn't commit suicide.
The
That's for
motherfucker,
sure.
the motherfucker had an island. He had an island.
Yeah, he got real life super villain money.
Is,
No,
is the chick that
Lex
was
Luthor Island.
no,
and
he
shit.
did. That's super
For
villain.
real.
Yeah, that is a villain from like a cartoon type shit. That's not normal.
Dude that knew the Stefano.
Yeah.
Stepping out the mirror. Shout out to Days of Our Lives.
Oh shit.
That nigga ain't gonna die.
No,
He'll
at
come
all.
back. Oh, he's back.
I was so the chick that was his gopher,
Yeah.
they used to go kind of fetch the little girls and shit for
Yeah,
him.
his mouth.
Is she in jail still? Or what's
Yeah.
going on with her? She's still in custody.
She's still in custody, and they on her ass. They on her ass like
About
toilet paper right now.
testifying.
No, about she can't move without a motherfucker watching her every move. They're not gonna let this bitch die. They're not gonna let this bitch kill herself.
Is this because of the documentary? Is this so happened that she was picked up after the documentary?
No, they had been chasing her way prior to that.
Yeah, I guess she was on the run this whole
Yeah,
time.
she been on the run for years,
Okay.
and they finally caught that bitch. And they know she's the right lemon to squeeze.
Yeah, I mean, because she knows everything.
Yeah,
She know where all the bodies buried.
Yeah, she knows everything.
Yeah.
So, political, powerful people could have her whacked too,
Yeah.
or make her disappear.
Oh, absolutely. And they try. They try.
See, it's weird to me, like watching his documentary. I'm kind of like Cam with this. As I'm watching it, because I watched it twice. As I'm watching it the second time, what I got out of it was they're arresting themselves.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
same system that they're trying to protect him from saying something to is the same system saying something about is the same system that arrested him.
Facts.
Right.
It's almost the same thing with the police, like the cop that killed George Floyd or whatever. When the cops kill people,
Yeah, we investigated.
and then we
our
want the
department.
cops to arrest the cops.
Yeah.
We investigated our department and found there was no
No,
wrongdoing.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes, right?
Mhm.
This is the same thing, just on a higher level. Like they can keep arresting this dude or her or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's only going to get so far because somebody in the higher up is going to get told on, and either one of them open their mouths.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something that's very unpopular right now, right? So part of the reason that Trump really wanted to be president was this. So everybody think him and Jeffrey Epstein was like, like that was his running buddy. But really, Trump told this before he started running for president that it was some sick motherfuckers that he couldn't get to. And I think he was talking about Epstein. So you notice that all of this shit, all the sex trafficking, the pedophilia at high levels is coming out as Trump is president.
Mhm.
This is like his number one mission as president. Like it was to drain the swamp. So he knew he the only.
So is that to incriminate other people so he doesn't get incriminated? Because he's just as guilty as they are.
I mean,
It's records of him sleeping with little girls and shit. That's not like, that's almost public information.
Yeah, but I think there's a level that even disgusted him. You know what I'm saying?
Was he disgusted or was he in rival for the same young chicks that Jeffrey was getting? He might have been
was
beefing
hating.
over a young bitch.
He was hating.
I don't know.
And now
When you
now-
can just import some Russian pussy.
Now, I mean, that don't matter when you can import little girl pussy. If that's
Mhm.
what you like, you can have the grown Russian lady and the little girl at the same time. That's how rich you are.
But why even toe the line with this thing?
Because you had to become president. See, when you become president, everything is magnified. Everything that you've ever done in your life is magnified now. So it took them 4 years to get this nigga's tax papers. But he had to turn over his tax papers 2 weeks ago. That headline came and went in the news, but they've been asking him for that shit since the day he got inaugurated.
Yeah.
It took them 3.5 years to get him, but they got him.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's the thing. So my thing is like me, if I got a pass, like I used to sell dope with niggas back in there, it's almost like Ghost. Ghost tried to remove all of those people from his life, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
It caught up to him at the end, and that's what I'm feeling like with Donald Trump.
That's 'cause he had
Like I got in power, now I'm finna try to erase my old life with my power, and the people fighting back like, no, you just as guilty as we are, bro.
That's because he had that punk ass bitch in his bed, though. That's why Ghost couldn't get away. Fuck Tasha.
But it wasn't just Tasha. Tommy tried to kill Ghost. Fucked up all kind of business moves Ghost had going on and everything.
But Tommy,
his best friend didn't get it till the last episode, bro. It took 6 seasons for his best friend to understand what he was trying to do.
But Tommy would have.
Tommy would have
got it earlier. Tommy would have got it earlier if Tasha would have fell in line.
I don't think so. He was overriding Tasha. He didn't trust Tasha after a while.
He should have. Nobody should have trusted Tasha. She the villain of the show, man.
I mean, it's the same, but what I'm saying is the same thing with Trump, though. I don't really see a difference in that. You became president to try to, elevate your status, but in that, you get exposed on whatever your past life is or was. So that shit's gonna come to the forefront. It's like me, if I sold dope and then I got in office and knew that shit was gonna come out, I'm gonna send the CIA after the niggas I sold dope with. Like, fam, go arrest them niggas and silence them, bro, because if they come out in the media, I'm gonna get impeached.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I mean, that could be true too.
That's absolutely what it is.
You know what I mean? That's what I think it is.
The documentary still didn't even hit the tip of the iceberg of all the people was hitting.
I think
all the people that's involved in that.
I don't feel comfortable with that because I think we blindly villainize Trump for everything.
I don't think I'm not blindly villainizing him. I just think he's in the bed with villains. Yeah. He's a part of that world, bro. Like, and he's been a part of that world from day one. He's not a politician. No. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a politician.
I'm not blindly affiliating him. He actually has affiliated himself.
That's what I'm saying.
He said Jeffrey Epstein, he's an upstanding guy. He's a good guy. He's a great guy. How do you call that nigga a great guy?
Okay, but if Trump was worried about this investigation hitting him, he'd kill it.
I think it's out of control. I think it's out of his hands, and he's on his way out of office. And once he get out of office, he's in trouble.
Who said he's on his way out of office?
Well, I'm saying if something happens, let's say he doesn't get the 4 years. I'm not even. This ain't a political debate. I don't think Kanye's swaying any voters either. But that's a whole other conversation. But anyway, even regardless of any of that shit going on, if he happens to lose this election, he's in trouble.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
trouble.
Definitely.
Like trouble. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how this is gonna work for him or how this is gonna go, or you know what I mean? Like
if y'all notice, the one person that popped up in that documentary that surprised the hell out of me, and I'm sure he's at home like shitting bricks or is fucked up mad. Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
What the fuck was dog? Oh.
But is that why he quit Friday and ran the church?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. A lot of them people seen some crazy shit,
His
man.
spirit went underground.
Yep. And don't want no more parts of it.
And he not even funny no more.
No.
Dog ain't funny at all.
Not at all.
Dog say I ain't doing Friday, I ain't doing shit.
Nothing. You know what I mean?
Bill Clinton, all that.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. The Clintons, you know what I mean? This shit came out on Hillary when she was. First time I heard Epstein's name was when Trump was running against Hillary.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever heard this dude's name. Now, his face, I remember his face because I've seen his face a lot.
Yeah.
But I never knew his name or nothing. But when she was running for office, that's when Trump people pulled the Epstein card.
Yeah.
Like, look at what the Clintons been doing. You see what I'm saying?
If you want to see some spooky shit, do a Google search. How many people have died that have been affiliated with the Clintons?
Oh man, that triangle was crazy. It's a YouTube documentary about that. Yeah,
it's about 45 people.
Yeah.
That all have died or disappeared or been killed.
Yeah.
Fucking with the Clintons.
Yeah, the Clintons start fucking with the Bushes, and that's their specialty.
Yeah.
That's their specialty, and I love American history when it comes to presidents, so I break it down, but
go ahead. No, we got a little time. Go ahead.
But so George Senior used to run the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
So
when Bobby Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King were all assassinated, he was the head of the CIA. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to put that in there.
Well, he wasn't the head.
Well,
yet,
he
but
was in the top.
He was a high-ranking
He was a high-ranking
official
official
in the
in the
CIA.
CIA.
He used to run a oil rig, you know, for what is it? What oil company did they own? Phillips. It was Phillips 66.
Yeah.
So they had an oil rig off the coast of Florida between Cuba, like everything that happened with the Cuban Missile Crisis and setting up Fidel Castro ran through George Bush Sr. So, dude is like that family is the greatest American crime family of all time, and you know they're the greatest because they ain't never been caught for nothing.
Facts.
And had affiliation with Bin Laden too.
Bin Laden.
Oh yeah,
They
the
had-
Bin Ladens was their homies.
Hold on, they had an affiliation with Manuel Noriega.
With Noriega,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Think about that. Noriega, bro. Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Right. Oliver North.
Oliver North, all the
Yeah.
Iran Contras.
All that shit was ran by George Bush Sr.
All the way up to Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein. Think about it. They were in bed with all of those people
Everybody.
at one point in time.
That's how they got. That's how they were getting
Oil and shit.
Well, no, their weapons.
Yeah, their weapons and oil. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all of that, man. That was the greatest. The Hatfields and McCoys. That story is really based off of the Bushes and the Kennedys.
Facts.
They were rival families. Like the Kennedys was bootleggers and ran liquor, and the Bushes was bankers. Prescott Bush was Hitler's personal banker. Like when he got caught and they almost tried him for treason, he moved out of banking and moved into politics. The first person he bankrolled in politics was Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon gave George Bush Sr. his first job in politics. Like the shit is easy to follow, but people don't know
Because
that.
people don't read and they don't follow shit, but it's real easy to follow. Real easy to follow. That's why a lot of people in conspiracy theories feel like the Bushes handpicked Obama.
Facts.
But when you think about it, Obama and George Bush never beefed.
Never.
Think about
Right.
it. Think about it. Never beefed, not one time. George Bush Jr. never said nothing negative about Obama.
No.
Still to this day, he's palms and teeth when they bring up Obama's name in front of him.
Flirt with Michelle.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
You see what I think about that? That's why a lot of conspiracy theorists believe that they handpicked Obama.
Yeah.
That's why he was able to go get Bin Laden and all of that shit.
This
you see
is
what I'm saying?
Liquor talk.
No.
Scale section.
Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this a lot on this pod. So I hope my people is getting used to it because we're gonna do this a lot. I know, the thing with me with a podcast like this, with me being somebody that's 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in the classroom, is to educate my brothers that don't read or aren't in the classroom or share this knowledge like Don just shared or information that you be having. This is what this platform is for too. It's not just to crack jokes.
That's a tagline right
You know
there.
what I mean?
Yeah. 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in the classroom.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's you see what I'm saying though? So
That's real slick.
make learning cool, I guess, is what we're gonna
Right.
do on this pod. You know what I'm saying? Since we speaking of the government, they're talking about releasing another stimulus.
Yeah, come on with that check, man.
That's what I think. They're supposed to meet again this week. I think it's supposed to be finalized by like Thursday at midnight or some shit again. So I think it's gonna go through. I don't see why it wouldn't.
There's no reason it shouldn't. And it's election year. If I'm the president, that motherfucker's going through.
Get him some more money.
Yeah. Matter of fact, up that number.
Yeah. No, I think he was talking about upping it.
Yeah, he wanted to do 2,200.
Generally, I think it's 2,200 this time or some shit.
That shit. I owe taxes.
Oh, so he didn't get it.
My stimulus check came in the mail. It was $6.75.
Really? They actually sent you that?
They sent me $6.75.
The IRS is petty.
It costs like $6 to
Man,
put that
yeah.
check in.
Man, ASCAP sent me a check for 75 cents, man.
Wow.
They'll send you a check. No matter how much
That's a
that
prestige,
monetary
though. That
value is.
ASCAP check is a prestige. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
that check from ASCAP.
ASCAP. No matter if it was 1 cent.
Yeah, right. Like, they recognize my shit. They recognize my
They
shit.
recognize me. I did something.
I did some shit. Yeah.
Also, they just put $1 billion in the COVID research, and overnight they got a vaccine.
Oh.
Yeah, like Friday last week, they put $1 billion into the COVID
You know
research.
why? So
And
nigga-
Tuesday morning, they got a vaccine.
Some nigga named Scales is sitting on the vaccine. Like, yeah, son, I got that shit, but
It's gonna cost you $1 billion.
Your numbers ain't right.
It's gonna cost you $1 billion. He had the little fancy bags, let the weed come in now. He had the vaccine in one of them. It say coronavirus on the front of it and shit. With Obama.
Right here.
You know, like, oh, this is the Obama pack, fam. The coronavirus, Obamacare pack, nigga.
Yeah, what's happening?
He dangled it in front of Trump in them face, like, yeah, you want the cure?
My shit's like Pepsi.
Yeah. It's a brand name. I stand by it.
I stand on
They're
it.
like Blue Magic. You know what I'm saying? Nigga went over to Wuhan. Dog got all the way on the plane and went to Wuhan. Like, they need a vaccine. I'll be right back, fam.
Right.
Dog got on the plane and went to Wuhan.
I'll be right back, fam.
Just like Frank Lucas did. This shit went to Wuhan, pulled up.
Right, man. I got Connect. I got plane.
Bought him some corona vaccine and came back. And whacked them niggas $1 billion for that shit. Like, yeah, fam.
I said, especially
Like, fam, what you trying to do? And they called him back. Like, fam, what you trying to do? Because Canada,
Right.
they talking about like 1.2 billion.
Man.
But y'all my niggas, I'll let you get it for $1 billion. On the real.
I got a 3.5 for $1 million right now.
What's happening? What you trying to do?
What you need, boss?
What you need? Hey, Canada going back to work in a couple of weeks when I sell them this shit. What you trying to do?
Wait, hold on. This Canada calling now. Hold on.
As a matter of fact,
$3.5.
I let Adam Silver buy a teener.
Right.
And ain't nobody in Orlando got the corona. Nah, y'all might want to holler at me, man. Me and LeBron and Adam Silver was on the phone last night.
Right.
They got a 10-piece from me. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody.
You got 10 grams.
The whole Orlando is corona free. Disney World and everybody. Shit, you shitting me.
Mickey Mouse down here free.
Yeah.
Mickey ain't got shit.
Oh,
They
boy.
didn't even bring me. They would break. Mickey brought me the briefcase.
Man, on some real shit.
You know Disney don't play.
Don't play that. Them Jews
Right.
and Mickey pull right up on it.
Pull right
Mickey
up on it.
and
He
all.
got out like, ha ha.
Yeah.
Mickey might hold it. Goofy had the Goofy had the case. Mickey don't hold his work.
No,
He hands off.
he hands off. They won't tie. I won't get on stand and testify on Mickey.
Right.
Oh
Oh boy. Goofy, take him the case. What you trying to do, Scales? When he called me, Scales, what's good? What's good? You got that vaccine? Back. LeBron down here. Hold on, we want to talk to you. LeBron get right on the phone and shit. I'm like, man, LeBron, Trump trying to get some of this shit too, fam. What you
trying to do? He said, hey, I need a teener. I need a teener, fam.
LeBron like, man, I got about 400 people down here with me, G. We need some of that shit. LeBron, you know you my nigga, I got you. Cause that's what I'm saying.
We gotta get that money.
What I'm saying, we being funny, but ain't that how it sounds? Like Friday, y'all didn't have shit.
Right.
Donald Trump gave y'all $1 billion. Tuesday, it's a vaccine for the
It's
shit
a
now.
vaccine. We got it.
Now all of a sudden it's a vaccine.
Right. The bag man came
Yeah,
through.
get the fuck out of here, man. Like, okay, and since we on that, on a serious note though, too, I wanted to tap into this before we sign off. Spend a few minutes on this topic. Opening schools back up.
Yeah, my kids ain't going back.
All right, what do y'all think about that?
Not until shit is right, man. It's a lot of shit riding on if they open up and just go as normal.
So we're back into the same conflict that we ran into around when the George Floyd shit happened, where white people want to go back to school.
Yeah, of course.
Black people, we don't really have the resources.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we're not looking at it the way that white families are looking at it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So they protested outside of the health department.
There we go.
White people did.
About
Suburban schools and private schools, so like Pius, Marquette, you know, that's a lot of money too.
Yeah.
So they got power. You feel me? Like, I don't want people to get it misconstrued. Like, we might be back in the classrooms if these people get their way.
Yeah.
We'll be back in the classrooms because they have the power. We don't.
Are we going back to work?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I don't know what's up.
told
None of this
I'm
shit.
not gonna show. I don't have to go to the office till January.
Really?
That's what the state. Yeah. They told me it might not. They said October 1st. It could be January.
That's what I was saying. They were prepping us for late September and then the kids to arrive in October.
Yeah.
That's if the numbers keep declining. That's if the numbers decline.
Man, that shit just went up. We just had 1,117 new cases.
Fam, I just sold y'all the vaccine.
Right. You know.
Yeah,
But you
y'all
know
be
what?
all right in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But there's some issues with the testing also, because I hear that there are some tests that came out incorrect. They were said to be positive and were negative, or vice versa. And in some cases, you're not getting them back in turnaround time to actually find out whether or not you got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my thing is too, I see somebody said in the comments that if they had to make that decision, it definitely would be a no, not this year, about sending their kids back into the buildings. And with me being a teacher, like, I feel jaded on this topic.
Yeah.
Because the two schools I work at are 99% black, right? So when we shut down in March, one of the schools made me continue to do my curriculum and keep working with my kids. I had about 3 kids respond in 3 months. I was calling parents. You get what I'm saying? All that, and then at the end of the day, I know a lot of my parents' circumstances, so I couldn't even be upset with parents.
Right.
I was a parent who's an educator who was co-parenting, and helping my child with her homework one day almost gave me a fucking headache. And I'm an educator. So if I'm Felicia that work at Walmart with 4 kids at home in 4 different grade levels, how the fuck am I supposed to do this for real? This disease is gonna push our kids back even further, and that's what's scary to me the most about this shit. I don't want to go back in the classroom and catch nothing either. You see what I'm saying? I don't want none of the people I'm working with to get nothing or none of that. But at the same time, I feel it's essential that our children get education, just like it's essential that the liquor store and all this other shit is open too.
What happens? You go back to the classroom. You have a classroom of, let's say, at the minimum 25 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess whatever the number is, probably about 16 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids has COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? What does the school do? They've been at school. They get diagnosed. They got it. They stay home. Who else they've been interacting with?
Exactly.
Do you have it?
Exactly.
Let's say you get it.
Exactly.
What happens then?
Exactly.
They get a sub?
That's what we was trying to. That was the question. Where the subs coming from?
Ain't no sub coming in.
Ain't no sub
Because you've
coming in.
already reduced the classroom sizes from whatever 40 to 16 with 6 feet in between at 85,000 buses that's going to actually bring all these people to school. Like how you stretch thin. Your manpower is stretched.
Yeah.
You have nobody.
You have nobody. Absolutely. So
And no room in the school.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. How does this shit really work for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it from both sides. Like, I see people, I understand, I don't want to send Chase, my baby. She's 10, that's my daughter, she's going into 5th grade this year. We were excited, but I'm not excited about, and I'm running a summer program right now, but right now we only got 25 kids in the building. We take temperatures every morning, everybody got a mask on, and the building got hand sanitizer on every corner that you turn in. You see what I'm saying? But the school that we're running it out of, we got 800 to 1,000 kids when school is going on. K3 through 5th grade in that building. You see what I'm saying?
I want to say they said it might be optional for you to stay home to do at-home curriculum or come to school. What about the days of I forgot what name you use, Felicia, who works at Walmart.
Yeah.
She got to work.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm
so
saying.
She said the kids.
You being a guy who used to be a principal or worked in that field, and me working in education, we know that those 8 hours we have their children is daycare for about 90% of the people that I service, bro, at both of those schools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not as many women have childcare the way the stigma is out here. No, they don't, bro. If you work a job and make like $20,000 a year, you don't get childcare from the city.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the average household on the north side of Milwaukee. A single mother with 3-4 kids, and she's making about 20 G's a year.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Which ain't shit.
Which ain't shit. But her daycare is what MPS provides. Her kids eat 3 times a day. You see what I'm saying? All that's covered. By the time she gets off at 5, they're done with school. Now we can go home and I get them ready for the next day. Get what I'm saying?
$20,000 a year, but they do have that ABT, and I'll tell you, I had an ABT. I'd take that too.
That's the other thing I'm wondering. So if I'm keeping the kid home all day with me, am I gonna get an EBT increase?
Right. Because they eat.
They eat.
They eat.
We here at Slick Talker Scales do not condone the purchasing of EBT, but if you do have some, we are available 24 hours a day.
Cannedbeatz.
Hit the hotline.
So I'm just wondering how that's gonna work. Like, I think you would have to give households extra money.
Because I could rack up at Aldi.
They did that last time. They did that in March. They gave
Yeah.
a little kick up on the EBT for the April and May.
And some people who typically wouldn't qualify for it,
Qualify for
they
it,
qualify
yeah.
for it. That
So
would be
that's
beneficial.
definitely has to be in the plan. I just don't know. You know, I seen people saying like, you let your kids sit at home all day and play video games and yada yada yada. So you should make them do some homework. But even, okay, it's not virtual learning.
Right.
It's not, bro. We're sending them to websites like ZLearn and they're doing assignments off of these websites. So it's not like they're sitting down like how I'm live right now on Facebook. I'm not virtually teaching that.
There's no instruction.
There's no instruction, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Kids with learning disabilities,
Yeah.
kids with special needs. What about them kids? What's supposed to happen with them? Is a parent supposed to be at home trying to teach them off of a laptop, bro?
Yeah.
Like
That's the expectation.
But that's insane
Yeah.
if that's what you expect. A special ed teacher, and you know this, Cam, is specially trained, bro.
Right.
Anybody just can't be a special needs teacher, dog.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so if a parent definitely can't be, like, you have to be like Ray Charles' mama, and she only did that because she didn't have no other options.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Wasn't no public schooling for him and shit back then.
Right.
Now you can send your kids to a specialized program, but if there's no school, you can't virtually teach that.
Right.
So I'm just curious how this shit is gonna work for real. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not gonna be good.
it's not gonna be good.
No.
It's not gonna be good.
Not a good situation.
And like I said, our children are already fighting behind the 8 ball already. You know what I mean?
MPS was already behind.
Behind.
They were behind in general. They were behind on technology distribution during the COVID. Mad worksheets were going on.
Mad worksheets.
And ain't nobody checking them.
Oh, how about we don't do homework in MPS because we weren't getting homework back before the COVID. So now I'm supposed to virtually teach and expect assignments to come back, and I wasn't getting them when there was no COVID.
Right.
Don came and taught music in one of the schools I was at. It blew his mind when middle school kids told him they didn't have homework, and I had to explain to Don we wouldn't get homework back. That's why we don't give homework because it never came back for years. So they just cut it out completely.
That shit is crazy.
There's theories behind that homework that say that you can't count that even if they did bring it back that they did it.
That they did it.
That mamas be doing homework for the kids most times.
So then that's why the testing doesn't match up to the homework.
Right.
When you give a test in your classroom, it don't match up to what this assignment is.
Can't get straight A, can't read.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Anyway.
the question
Soapbox.
is, which is more important, wealth or health? I'm not even talking about money for teachers getting paid. I'm worried about our children as far as being behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm really worried about, But I also feel like if teachers went back in the classroom, they should get hazard pay and in essential pay like nurses and doctors are getting. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, I feel like our education is as essential as your health and well-being. To me, there is no paradigm or separation between those two. We can't be raising uneducated children. Like, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And at least not have an opportunity for them to be taught correctly. And if your household don't have Wi-Fi, how the fuck? Like, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. Like, that's what I just don't get it.
It's a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts. We're
Somebody said knowledge is wealth. That's why everybody want to send their kids back to school. Facts. Good answer. Shout out to homie G.
Yeah, you make yourself susceptible to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just not comfortable yet till that vaccine starts swooping through the hood.
So do you make your kids? Should we take the vaccine?
That's a whole nother
See,
show.
that's a whole show.
That's a whole nother show.
That's what I'm saying. Do we take the vaccine or
Lord
not?
have mercy.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Weren't they doing free Wi-Fi? They were doing where a bus was pulling up in certain neighborhoods and it was blasting a signal, but it was hard to get on and it would get jammed up after a while too. So that was the thing.
You know everybody was jumping on that.
Yeah. And it wasn't like it wasn't large.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a Spectrum modem running that shit or something. You know what I mean? Like it was a regular modem off of like a library.
And also, let's not get on the fact that all the teachers and I'm just speaking MPS, I'm not speaking on any other district, aren't all trained or are willingly trained or want to be trained in virtual teaching,
So,
in Google Classroom,
for example.
and technology.
For example, Dr. King, where I told you I had Donna come help me teach music at. A friend of mine, Eric Carpenter, a singer in the city, Fizo, his mom works there. I don't want to give away her age, but Fiz is my age. So his mother is elderly. She's older. Her, Miss Sewell, I got about 9 teachers in that building that are old school MPS, bro. Been in the system like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And when the COVID happened, me and Fiz had to go over her house and help her with her laptop. Think about that. She's an educator, bro. Been teaching for 30 years. They never trained her on virtual teaching because it was never a thing before.
They had optional trainings and whatnot they had to go to.
But it wasn't like enforced because they weren't, this wasn't prepared. We weren't prepared for nothing like this.
Right. And
What did other countries do when this happened? Was school in?
No, school was out.
In March?
No, in other countries, they just shut everything
They
down.
shut everything down.
They shut everything.
Everything down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they did virtual?
No.
I don't know that.
I got to do the research on that.
Yeah, I don't know if they did virtual.
I want to see what other countries did because our plan is horrible. I'll just put it that
Are
way.
we winging it? Before we get out of here, let me ask you about your boy Aaron Rodgers.
What about?
You know he broke up with Danica this week.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
They had a $22 million home together.
Together?
Yes, together. They bought it together.
Well, we gotta sell it together then.
Apparently, the story is that he cheated on her with her friend, but I don't think that's true because
I think he's gay.
I'm be quiet.
Yeah, that's his beard. I think she's gay.
Yeah, she's anybody Danica went to school up here,
I think
and
she's
the story about her in school was she was a stud. So now all of a sudden, she hot race car driver, huh? Yeah.
I mean, that can happen. There could be a fin
Yeah, she could turn
in any sport. There is some studs in the WNBA that are cute. Like all of them don't look like Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
There's some in there with their hair relaxed and wear makeup and they look like women.
Yeah.
They just date women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Danica, she's nice looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I believe she's gay.
Yeah.
And I believe he's gay.
Yeah.
You know? But
Hey, I just want him to keep on throwing touchdowns and get out of this little funky. And
Yeah, that's all.
I don't care for who.
He threw.
I
He
don't care.
threw.
I think we in the last chapters of the Aaron
It's the
Rodgers
end.
story.
It's the end. He's not Brett Favre.
I think it's coming to an end.
He's not Brett Favre. He's not gonna start putting up huge
Oh,
numbers.
to a
of
certain extent, he
36,
is Brett
37.
Favre right now because he's merged to his own drum right now. To a certain extent, he's out there running offense the way he thinks he should be.
Oh yeah, he's that. Then I'll give you. He's
Favre.
definitely under the Brett Favre rules as far as
Oh,
that
yeah.
goes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the ball. I'm just throw it downfield. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I ain't gotta run the system. He ain't even unlike Favre. He not even trying to make nobody better. That's kind of my difference with him and Favre. Is Favre did make them niggas better. This dude don't really make nobody better.
The
Right.
only difference is he's just not throwing interceptions.
And that's because he won't throw the motherfucker. He'll get himself slammed into the ground and then he can't play next
Exact
week
same
and
thing
shit.
Brett
Yeah.
Favre doing. He's just not throwing interceptions.
He's scary.
Yeah. So
I'd rather motherfucker throw an interception. At least you'll be out there to play the next week. This nigga be getting pile drived into the cement and his collarbone is broke and then he's gone for 2 years and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I
Throw
see
the
my
ball.
cuz wearing the Brewers.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
how this Brewers
Yeah,
season
you
coming
niggas,
up.
you niggas didn't let me know.
I didn't know.
Brewers
This
Day.
was coincidence.
Walked in.
Brewers Day.
I needed a t-shirt I didn't have to iron. So when I looked in the closet, I'm like, okay, let me grab this.
I'm die hard to the.
Are you? You're a
I'm
homer?
a homer Brewer.
You like my man from G's Clippers. You
Yeah.
G, the owner of G's Clippers, you
Yeah.
gotta be a Wisconsin sports fan or he on your head.
Shout out to G for Jay's Clippers.
Yeah, shout out to G from
But
G's
I'm
Clippers.
excited about the baseball season starting. I'm excited. I just want to hear Bobby your voice. That's
We're
all
gonna
I
be
want to hear.
terrible. I hate the offseason moves the Brewers did.
Yelich is hurt still?
No, Yelich all right.
Well, we'll be alright then.
We don't have no pitching.
We never had pitching.
We never had pitch.
We got
Man, our pitching worse than this it's ever been.
Man, we ain't had no pictures since CC Sabathia.
We got the greatest.
No, we had
Racist dude.
Grinky.
No, the hater. What's his name?
Oh, I
The
did.
hater.
Yeah.
And the hater wasn't Grinky or Sabathia.
No, he wasn't
They
either.
was real pictures.
Yeah, he was a reliever anyway.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I mean, a closer.
We still got hater.
We still
We still got hater.
No, we still got him.
Yeah, he's still killing.
He's still here.
He's still killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He was who was the dude before him? It was a setup guy too, right?
The black dude.
Yeah,
It's kinda dope.
CJ
Talking about Jeffries.
yeah.
Yeah, Jeffries.
Oh, yeah.
Then it would lead
He
into.
would have
had turns,
had to
yeah.
cut hard to the right.
So our starters sucked, but if they could hold it together till you got to those two guys, that's how we had that
no,
big year.
the council knows what he was doing because he knew he didn't have it. He had them pitching 2-3
So
innings
yeah,
apiece.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So, and then they was trying to change the rules so he can't do that.
Do that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that too.
So I'm still hopeful. I'm still optimistic.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna.
they call it platooning. We can't platoon like that no more.
Hey, 2 seasons in a row. I can't. It was masterful.
I like Council.
I love council.
Council's a great,
Council's
a great
on.
manager.
He went to Whitefish Bay and
Whitefish
shit.
Bay.
I fuck with Craig Council.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The rival, I was short with it.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I was at Menominee Falls.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Suburban ass niggas. Baby.
Man, that's NPS Suburban. Bayview was NPS Suburban.
It's still
Pulaski,
It's
Bayview,
still NPS.
Juneau, all them schools. Hamilton.
Still
Right.
NPS.
You niggas ain't in the hood like King and North.
North.
Yeah, West.
Was y'all D1?
Milwaukee, yeah, we played Vincent first round. I played Jose and Marshall and them first round of the tournament, my nigga. Yeah, we were definitely D1.
Oh.
We had, I think we had
we played-
3,000 students when I went to
we
Mount
played,
Fall.
we played in the last round of the tournament. Oh,
We weren't.
right. Okay.
We were D3.
Right.
Sherwood was D3.
Sure we were D3.
Mount
Yeah.
Falls was D1.
Yeah.
We
Our
had
entire Whitefish Bay was the only school I think in our conference that wasn't D1. They were D2.
Yeah.
But Germantown, Homestead,
Yeah.
everybody else, Nicolay, all that other shit, they were D1.
Yeah.
So, all right, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is episode 8, 808's and Entanglements of the Slick Talk with Scales podcast. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday from the So Greedy Studios inside the Sherman Phoenix.
Yeah.
Also, the playback of this will be on Spotify sometime today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Make sure you tune in Thursday. Also, if you want to promote your business, product, mixtape, your beats, whatever it is you do, man, please hit us up
Yeah.
for promotion and sponsorship packages. It's your boy Scales, and I am signing off. We'll see y'all on Thursday.
Yeah.